Greetings. This
Greetings.
is Tara.
Hey, Tara. Thank you for coming. How are you?
I'm well. And how are you? And who are you?
Um, one of your admirers.
Ah,
I'm Max.
oh, very well. Yes. Nice to
Uh-huh.
meet you. From me.
Oh yeah. Tell me stories about you.
Stories about me,
Uh-huh.
how I've helped the Earth and other planets.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time, as you know, the Earth flips over every now and then,
Uh-huh.
several 100,000 years, and then it flips. And then I have to come to work because when that happens, everything changes on your planet. Deserts become green, um, green places become deserts. Water, where there was no water, there is water. Where there was water, there's no water. So many things change when that happens. And I have to be there to balance everything out so that survival can still continue. But when
Uh-huh.
it first happens, many things are destroyed. Not necessarily the plant life as much as animal life and such such the likes, and sea creatures are moved around and some of them are destroyed as well. But plants, they're only destroyed in some areas. And so I go about making sure that things will balance out and things will happen. The elementals also need to retreat when this happens. The elementals know when this is going to happen or if it's going to happen, and they leave the planet for a temporary time. And this is the way it should be. Also, I remember many times when there was great eruptions from some of the volcanoes, Krakatoa, or what you now call Yosemite Park, Yellowstone National Park. Those areas that had used huge caldera reactions. I did have to work very diligently to get those areas back into alignment with the rest of the planet. And that did affect the planet entirely. So that was a very interesting thing. And so, yes, what I do is I work to maintain the balance of all biological things on your planet. And in doing so, it is an adventure, I must say, because there are several things that I must do to keep it. I must even sometimes move things around so that they're in a place where things can thrive. Another thing that I can work with is the moisture on the planet and put the moisture in a place where it will create the clouds in a different way than what they were before. Because when the earth flips over, storms are abundant. They are they are very hostile and they are very windy and they are very destructive. And so I must calm the storms at some point. They cannot be calmed for several days after this has happened, even months at times. But I will come in and recreate and cause rain to fall on the areas that are necessary. Any questions?
Yeah. Thanks. I met a healer called Maral. I wonder if you know her.
Yes,
Can you tell a little bit about her?
she is a wonderful person and has good healing power. My healing power is greater, but humans tend to be less powerful than gods and goddesses and spiritual beings. But I do
How,
like her.
how is she connected to you?
All healers are connected to me in some way because I am a healing entity to the planet, to the green things, to the wood, to the trees. And that keeps the animal life alive as well, and human life as well. So yes, I am contribute to all things, and we are connected through our uh, heart connection, our healing connection, and through our spiritual connection.
Did you have a tribe on or a kingdom on the planet, on our planet?
I don't know if I would call it a kingdom, but yes, there was something along those lines. It was a place for me to be and to rest.
How did it work?
There was much to do at times on your world. And so I would retreat when I had time, when there was an occasion of the world not needing me for a moment. And I would rest and relax for a while and get strength from the spiritual realms and those gods above me.
So did you have humans in your tribe?
Yes,
Where was it located?
the location was in the Tigris Euphrates area.
I see. And were you like in human body?
Sometimes, but
And other times?
sometimes I looked more like a giant tree or a plant, or sometimes even a flower. But many times I had to take human form or similar forms of humanity
Uh-huh.
in order to get certain things done, to use the hands, to use the feet, to
I see.
use the parts of the body that I did not necessarily need in other places.
I understand. Um, do you have also home in Pleiades?
Pardon?
Do you also have home in Pleiades, in the Pleiadian constellation?
Yes, there are several areas that are very green, several areas that are very beautiful. My name, Tara, is the name of one of the planets out here in the Pleiades. There is a planet called Tara, one also called Era and Maya, and others with that are very green or very lush with plant life and vegetation. And so, yes, there are things for me to do out here as well. Not only in the Pleiades, but when I am asked, I will go other places as well.
So what's the form of your presence in Pleiades?
Pleiades, I am like a wind. I am like a cloud. But yet I can be my green self and plant myself in their on their planet surfaces if I need to. And I do
See.
have my own little realms everywhere I go, but they are out of phase with their dimensions so that
Oh,
I
I
can
see.
have my privacy.
I see. Do you have like divine friends, which we also know?
Yes, of course. There are many. I know all the gods that you may know, but there are certain ones that are special to me because they are also gods of nature, gods of water. Yes, Poseidon. He is a good friend.
I see. Did you are you mentioned in Greek mythology?
Perhaps, but not by my this name. I do
See.
not know who writes about me. I don't follow that
I
because it
see.
is not necessary for me to do so.
I see.
But I go, where I'm needed, and do what I need to do. And if they write about me, I am flattered. But if not, that is fine as well. I am not there to receive any kind of accolades. I am there only to help and be of service.
So how do you feel? What the stage of the planet is right now, of our planet?
The stage of this planet is fair. It is fair to medium, moderate, I should say. But it is not heading in the right direction. But at this point, I would not call it good or excellent, but fair to moderate.
So there is an expectation that we will birth, the humanity will birth a new species of sentient being, like the next race. After
Yes,
after Homo sapiens, there will be a next race. Do
there
you do you see it coming?
I see many things coming, but I'm hoping that your people will survive it. I do not want to have to um, be involved in creating another race for this planet. There has been many races already destroyed by the flipping of the planet.
So this new race, what features would it have?
The features of the new race would be telepathic, higher
Uh-huh.
functioning, more intelligent, a little bit easier because of what they know from the past. Because unlike on your world where the past is repeated, it is not going to be repeated the same ever again. At this point, your wars will be much different than anything that the past has ever seen. So I do not wish that upon you because it would be massively destructive.
So do we already have the new species present here?
There is a new species present, but not within your visual contact. They are out of phase, but they are not plentiful as well on your planet as yet.
So they intended to be out of phase.
Yeah,
So when they multiply, they will be also out of phase.
until the time is right for them to be on the world in a different way.
In phase.
In phase, but maybe in a higher density.
Density or lower density. I see.
You are in third density, but you are moving into higher densities as well.
I
They
see.
already belong to higher density,
Got it.
which is out of phase from your density.
I see.
So as you move forward, as you become a greater part of higher densities, you will
Uh-huh.
start to see them.
I see. Mhm. Makes sense. And how do they look?
To me, they look fine. They look like humans, but they're a little bit taller because in the fourth density on planet Earth, there is a less of a gravitational pull. So that will cause them to be a little taller and a little darker in color.
I see. Do they look like grays?
No, they will be more humanoid than grays, but and their facial features will be similar to what humans would consider human,
I
but
see.
body functionalities will be slightly different.
I see.
The, the organs will perhaps move. I see that they have moved slightly out of their human proportions into a different alignment that is more efficient.
Are they have like special powers in addition to telepathy?
Other powers will be unlocked, yes. They do have
But
other things that you do not have. Their healing energy is stronger. Their ability to function as a community is much higher.
is it on Terra or is it still here?
It is Terra in some ways, and I have been there many times. And Terra is not yet completed, but it will be soon.
So you're describing the humans on Terra.
Yes.
I see. What is the is there like a reason for similar sounds between Terra and Tara?
Terra means earth. Tara also means dust. So they are similar words. One is more solid and the other is softer.
I see.
Tara, the planet, has a, just like your moon, has a dust surface. But it has acclimated to plant life and other beings.
I see.
There is water on Tara. It is not the same as water on your planet. It is, I would call it a chemical mixture, but it does exist and it's in a much warmer state.
Wow. So what are the other components?
Of their water,
Yeah.
hydrogen, oxygen, uh, nitrogen, oxygen, ammonia, and several other elements there. I do not know my chemistry very well, but I know that it has very much similar. Oh, there is helium. They're telling me there's a helium attachment. There is also mercury in it, or a an element of mercury, which is within the water.
I see. Can you give me a song?
A song of what?
A healing song?
A healing song?
Yeah,
In my language?
of course.
Of course. Lila la mozotita, she and sezivutu, nila tatotita, she muturitu, inzia sasa, katia tara, inzia tu, inzia tu.
Thank you.
Did you feel the healing?
Yes, actually, I did.
Good.
Would you like to give another, or is it plenty?
I am not a good singer, but
Maybe
his voice, the voice of the channel, is actually better than mine.
maybe a mantra. Can you give a mantra?
Yes. Nushira munati tata, kea la la la, nuria shashaka, nuria la la. That is one that we use.
Excellent. Thank you. Can you give more?
Another mantra?
Yeah.
Tisi sasa sundara, dararandiva, tisi sundi tutara, maninanara, kea kea, titi suturuea, keitiatara.
What does it mean?
It means that I am sending energy for plants to grow, for humans to survive, and for all things to balance.
Thank you. Any special mantra for peace?
For peace,
Uh-huh.
I use the Om for the peace in part of the mantra. Om Mayum Mayum Ma Om Mayum Mayum Ma Om Miyum Miyum Mara.
Thank you very much. Any special mantra for stress?
For you,
Yeah.
I do not have a mantra for stress, although plants do feel some forms of stress, but it is not the same as humans. It is more like fear, closer to fear than stress.
Uh-huh.
So, but I do have something to calm the lands.
Okay.
Ruka, Ruria, Ruka, Warrior, Ruka, Warrior, Ruka, Warrior. Yes. I do that for several minutes.
Wow. That sounds familiar. Do you have a mantra for blood, for cleaning blood?
No, I don't.
How about mantra for cleaning waters?
Cleaning waters, yes, that will be, yes, there is definitely one for the cleaning of waters.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's amazing. That feels very good.
Yes.
Um, um, let me see if
It
I
will
have.
cleanse the water in your system. So you are made of much water. So when I do that particular one, you will feel it in your system.
Thank you very much. That's great. Um, I think it would be nice to speak to someone from the future humans of the next race to
Ah,
see how they are doing.
the Terra.
Uh-huh.
I will bring one to you.
Thank you very much.
One that's
It
been
was
around for longer than some of the others.
excellent. Thank you for the session, and it was great to connect.
You are welcome. And I give you
Thank you.
blessings from all biological beings and all spiritual beings that feed into your system.
Thank you.